Daniel Berlant, we are watching this firefight near some, probably right among some homes.
Yeah, no, this fire has been threatening about 80 homes in the Weimar area. All afternoon, we've been working with the Platte County Sheriff's Department to give as much notice to those residents as we can. But the strong winds and dry conditions have allowed this fire and really several small fires in that area to really grow out of control this afternoon.
Daniel, we know that the initial attack was really trying to focus on getting this thing contained, and a lot of fears that could not happen quickly. Can you talk about the overall strategy now that this fire seems to be blowing up?
Yeah, our goal is always to hit these type of fires hard from the beginning with the resources that we have in the area. We've brought in resources from across the region as this fire has continued to grow. Now, again, it's those winds in the area as well as the dry conditions that are really fanning this fire. But there's a lot of fuel in the area for it to burn, and obviously a lot of homes built in back to this area of Weimar that are in danger. But again, a lot of resources responding and a team working to protect those homes.
We see that there's somewhere around 6 large air tankers and 5 helicopters assigned. Does that sound right to you? Do you think you need more?
No, yeah, we've been hitting it really hard from the air. Now, obviously, we've been talking about the tragedy in the air yesterday, but we have a lot of large air tankers from the U.S. Forest Service contract aircraft that continue to provide us the air resources that we need to really hit this fire from the air and allow the ground crews to make progress. But what we're seeing right now is this fire, spanned by that wind, is spawning ahead of itself. So once firefighters start attacking one area, the fire spots to another direction, and firefighters have to race and chase to that other area. So
yeah, the wind's
really working to slow it down.
The wind's carrying a lot of fuel aloft. Go ahead, Edie.
Daniel, I know in some cases when fires are spotting, you're able to predict the fire behavior and the fire pattern. Is that happening here, or has it been fairly unpredictable?
Well, we know that the fire is pushing to the south, so that allows us to start strategizing, which homes and what areas may be at future risk. We're working with the Sheriff's Department, as I mentioned at the top, to make sure if this fire does continue to grow and threaten more homes, that we give those homeowners a heads up. But as you probably reported, the freeway eastbound is shut down. You don't need to go up towards the Colfax area. Don't get on the interstate. Don't clog the roadways, because obviously we are still trying to get more resources, fire engines, bulldozers, crew buses up into that area.
One thing that's really interesting to watch here, the reaction to this fire, it just seems to be multiple drop after drop. I mean, in rapid succession right now. Any word as to how this started? What are you hearing about that? I mean, it seems to have started in several spots along I-80.
Yeah, the initial reports this afternoon, just before 1:30, were that we had about 5 to 7 small fires right alongside the roadway. Now, obviously, anytime you have a fire near the roadway, human activity or some type of vehicle, train, or other human-related piece of equipment is often the cause. Now, we do have an investigator at the scene working to determine exactly what sparked these fires, but at this hour, it's too early to say exactly what the cause is.
So you would be looking at human cause, not necessarily intentional, but one way or another started by human activity.
It's not uncommon along the freeway to see a vehicle that may be dragging chains from a trailer. It's not uncommon for a vehicle that's not maintained properly to shoot out pieces of a catalytic converter out of the exhaust system, and that vehicle driver may not even know and continue to go down the freeway, starting small little fires along the side. So those are things we're looking into. Again, I just want to stress one more time, that's not necessarily what's caused these fires, but again, when you have a fire along the roadside, human activity of some type is typically the cause.
And you said this was just before 1:30 this afternoon, because of course that would beg the question as to whether you would see more problems further up the interstate, but it sounds like if that was going to be the case, you would certainly have known that by now.
Absolutely, but anytime we have a fire that's going to take off in the afternoon, those are the prime conditions for a fire to grow. Even though we're in October, this is prime fire season. October historically is when we experience here in California our largest and most damaging wildfires. Again, conditions right now are at their driest. The drought only compounds the problem. You get a little bit of wind, and then we start to see this type of fire activity.